I got a lot of clarity today, y'all. Shocking clarity on every area of my life. It's almost like whatever we was thinking that we really wanted, some knowledge or whatever, that knowledge is coming, y'all. That Virgo energy is pulling the knowledge in, straight reckoning of what worked and what don't. We learning right now about what hasn't been working for us. That's what the Virgo energy, September energy coming in do. Praise the Most High. Okay, the September energy is to get us out of knowledge bondage. Where we don't have all the information or all the knowledge. So I've been pampering myself between getting work done. I find that stopping to pamper myself every couple of hours is like real high vibrational. Hopefully, we'll get more people in here. I know some people are listening to other creators, so I can't tell who's all listening. But I know I didn't have a wake up call on so many things, y'all. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Let us talk. So all right. So I was going about my day to day, paying attention, really paying attention to flow state. That's what I've been thinking about, flow, so I could get knowledge as I flow. Knowledge comes to us all day. It's that it's if we're going through toxic situation, it gets blocked. But when you're just in flow state, in celebration of what makes you special, and you go slow, additional knowledge will start to come through. And I'm noticing that today. Okay, so the research I've been doing, I've been really researching on, I've been researching with my intuition on hair care. Because it seemed like it doesn't even matter, like if you just do research online, like if you do research on these videos and stuff, it's almost like everybody just saying what worked on their hair. But what about the spiritual lesson that we need about hair? Okay. Now I'm talking about what I learned today about that. Here, it has to do. It's spiritual. It's spiritual, and what your hair needs has to do with what your spirit needs. It's wild how your hair is literally affected by spiritual care. We love to say that the hair is not thriving because of products, because of weather, but I believe the spiritual that the spiritual care affects hair care, hair health. The only thing is a lot of us don't know what spiritual care we struggling in. We think we know. Now, one thing I found out is what's struggling in your diet is what's struggling in your spirit. And whatever is struggling in your diet and your spirit is going to be struggling in your hair. Your hair going to struggle in that area. Okay? Your behavior also affects your hair health. It affects it. So if you walking around bitter all the time, then your hair gonna be bitter. Like, and I'm talking to African Americans especially, who look like they got dried up hair all the time. If you got a dried up personality and you ain't loving and you're not sweet, then you cannot expect to have sweet looking hair. Okay. Bitterness affects self care. Bitterness affects how you treat your hair. Now, here's the thing: a lot of African Americans got a lot of bitterness, and they don't know that that's magnifying the earth energy in them. It's magnifying it. It's making it too strong. and it's showing in their hair. So I say before you think of uh before you think of trying to have a hair glow up, have a personality glow up, have an attitude glow up, have a character glow up. Like, this is real talk. Now, through my research, I realized that some of us African Americans and even white people, everywhere we think we came from, we ain't come from. We're everywhere we think we should be, that ain't always where we should be. I know that a lot of people of color, black people, say they should be in Africa. How you know that? Like, how you know that? How you know that your black roots are supposed to be in Jamaica? It's amazing that everything black is always tied to Africa. Like, oh, I'm supposed to have have healthy hair. I need Africa. To have a healthy diet, I need Africa. I don't know why brown skin chart is always that has to be the motherland of all our care, and that's BS. Okay, when I got to looking at some of the people from New Orleans, born and raised in New Orleans, I'm like, why do I look like them though? Why do I have real strong cheekbones like some of the people from New Orleans? If America is telling me my ancestors is African, from Africa, why the hell I'm looking New Orleans though? Why am I looking Jamaican though? Why is why why is the Jamaican energy and the New Orleans energy abundant for me? Like, why is that? I want to have a real talk with some of y'all black people. Stop assuming that everything is that Africa is the ultimate savior of your problems. It's not for every black person. Okay. When I started exploring Jamaican type food and Jamaican type hair products, or just island hair products, I noticed an instant improvement in my hair. But it's like, wait a minute, I thought everybody said 4C hair is Africa hair though. It ain't I got 4C hair and my hair is like, no, I don't want Africa stuff. So make it make sense. I'm just saying, y'all. So um now we're gonna get back to that subject. I was sitting here. Where the heck did I put it at? I don't know, y'all. Yeah, oh, here it goes. I was sitting here thinking about the food too, right? And I was like, how come some food work for me, but other black people be like, that food don't really work for me. And then when I started like thinking about the food that I'm having, I'm like, wait a minute, this food that works for me is still from like the islands. It's like still from the tropical places. So I'm like, okay, I think my ancestors on my dad's side, because I look like my dad, mostly like my dad, I think they was from tropical places where there might have been cool and hot springs. Okay, and the fruit is like very non-American. Like, it's fruit that you can barely find in America, or is pure stuff that's from like the islands. So I realize now that we can't just go on what we told I'm talking to black people. My research, we can't just go on what other black people saying. Because I had a major breakthrough with my hair today. The biggest breakthrough I ever had with my hair. And I didn't even have to use deep condition. I didn't have to use a whole bunch of different deep condition. I realized I realized that the gray in my hair adds a little bit resistance of retaining moisture. So what I need is a high amp shampoo. A high amp shampoo, meaning it's going to give me like the spring water of the tropical islands that will actually hydrate my hair due to the aging of the gray. But even without that, my hair is still like soft. It's still soft. Okay? And I found out something that um some of the longest strands of your hair is older. So that's why it feels rougher, because it's older. It's not because it's bad hair or it's damaged. It's older hair. The strand has been around close to 7 years. Telling y'all, this is in my research. So what I do now with my hair is I moisturize my hair and I roll it. I roll it like they did during slavery times and they did during the Gilded Age. I literally just take it. I literally just take it and twist it, and then I just roll it and pin it. I just pin it with a bobby pin to make sure the moisture seals in. But I find that all these elaborate hairdos that we doing in the black community is really unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Just rolling your hair in medium sized pieces, and or doing it like they did it in the Gilded Age, where they would just loose roll it and pick and pinning it with a bobby pin. This is why I miss hats, y'all. Hats allow you to have your hair in a style and kind of add a little bit of flavor to the style. If your hairstyle looked as simple, the hat gave it some decoration. I think we're doing too much decorative work on our hair, when I think the purpose of flowers and hats was to add decoration. So I'm gonna look up and find me some hats maybe from the 1940s and stuff like that. I still think those kind of hats are like still abundant, even though people aren't really wearing them. I think it teaches you to have more respect for what you're doing to your hair. Like the hats encourage you to be gentle and soft and eloquent, and not be overly embellished with the styling of your hair. Hi everybody. I see there's not many people in here. I see there's not many. Sundays is weekends is kind of slow. I gotta check. I gotta check on I gotta check my schedule real quick. But y'all, I ain't using hair grease no more unless it's treated like a washout conditioner. I realized that hair grease is actually supposed to be only put in your hair overnight. I know that back in the 90s, the kids' hair was greased the hell up, and that's why some of the kids were saying their hair was itchy and all that. No, I believe that grease is just sealing in moisture overnight, Then you really supposed to be washing that out. Like, who wants to deal with a real greasy pillowcase? That's just ridiculous. Even if we're like, when you're leaving it in, I know people say, well, I scarf it every night with my grease in. But how can you scarf it during the day when you're laying your head on things and things like that? Let's keep it real, y'all. I know people say, well, I only use grease on my ends. But grease, regardless if they on your end, if it's on your ends, it runs down to your scalp, it runs down your forehead, and all that type of stuff. So I'm using grease no different than I would use a washout conditioner. So like maybe once a week, I'll put some grease in my hair, and then I'll do a hot water rinse, and then a warm water rinse on the grease, and then I'll go to the salon and get my hair high amp shampoo, which means my hair gonna be really soft in. Like I'm not going to the salons no more unless I have sealed in moisture with my grease. Like put hot grease in my hair on the ends, and then maybe like warm rinsed it out, and then go to the salon and get my shampoo. Hi everybody. We don't got that many people in here. Well, people gotta see people on video. It's amazing how that's so important to people. It used to be you could just talk on the phone. Now people like I gotta see you. What for? What happened to the talking on the phone generation? What happened to that? Where you don't see the person, you just talk. I think it's so weird that people want to get around talking on the phone type of energy. It's like the world is we're living in. It's like people want to see you even when you can't see them. I find that to be weird. Like nobody should be demanding to see people when somebody can't see them. That's like wow. Like it's like if I can't see you all the time on YouTube, you shouldn't be able to see me all the time. Plus, when I'm trying to do my hair and stuff in peace, I don't need the negative, jealous energy attacking me in the comments. So that's why I'm not live on video. I want to do my hair in peace. In the African American community, people always got something to say when you're doing your hair. Always. We like love to micromanage each other's hair. And it's like, no, I don't want to hear you. I want to just do my hair as my hair. It's amazing how we talk so quick and so much when somebody's doing their hair, when another black person doing their hair. I don't know why we feel like that's our favorite topic to jump into when we see somebody doing their hair. Oh, I'm a licensed black hairstylist. It's like this is what I be wanting to say. If you're a licensed black hairstylist, then why the hell are you telling me why every time I go to a black hairstylist, they want to put African products in my hair? They just assume that my texture is Africa. But yet when I started using more island stuff and more Jamaican stuff, my hair started doing even better. I don't know why 4C here is being gatekeeping by Africa. It is, and that's just ridiculous. Okay, let me see what's in this product here. I'm literally going to write down all the products, all the stuff that's in the products I'm using, and I'm going to look up where they come from so we can see, I can see where they come from, rather than just, oh, I have 4C, you have 4C, I'm from Africa, you can do what I do. No, I tried that. I tried that. I'm gonna do some research right now, live on this video, right after I get done with this twist that I'm doing. I'm twisting my hair in large pieces. I don't know why I got on that trend of twisting my hair in two-strand twists. No, I believe two-strand twist is for locking hair. I believe we was not meant to make that a weekly thing. I believe two-strand twist was supposed to be a seasonal thing. Like, this is how I had my hair for the season. Because think about it, why would our ancestors have that much time with all that slavery and stuff that was going on? Why would they have that much time to be doing two-strand twists on a weekly basis? I highly doubt they had that much time. Oh, did one of these clips just fall out? No. You know what cracks me up is how people stay hating on the black women's hair during the time of the book Color Purple. You know, with Fantasia's version, with Fantasia played Miss Celie. People love to hate on the hair then, but the hair look way better than it looks now. So I'm trying to understand why we hating on their plaits and their big chunky twists. Why are we hating on that? Like, why are we hating the fact that we can see the true texture? Ain't no texture faking. Them slaves was not able to texture fake. And so because they wasn't texture faking, and they weren't able to run and get these monthly twin trims, or these trims like that we all get, and their hair was thriving more because they had their hair in soft styles. I call them soft and gentle styles. Their hair was thriving more. I would rather look obsolete and outdated with my hair if that's what it takes to get it to thrive. What is the point of trying to fit in when it ain't really serving me? Like, for real. Real, this is like real talk. There's no point. It's not serving me doing two-strand twists and 4-hour, 5-hour finger coils. That's not serving me. That's eating into my time. I got things to do. No. I highly doubt the empresses was sitting up 4 or 5 hours at night in the Gilded Age time just to get their hair twisted. I highly doubt that was going on. You know, they had service to do. I think if a hairstyle take more than 2 hours, it somebody doing too much. That's how I feel about it. It's doing too much then. Hi everybody. Hi Crystal Powell. I'm going back to treating my hair like they did in the Gilded Age. I'm eating like they did in the Gilded Age. I feel so much relief in my stomach. My meals are so small, they're ridiculously small. My meals are so small that you think I'm eating for a tiny little kid. But it's like, praise the Most High. I had for lunch, I literally had a sandwich, a little tiny little cookie that a little kid would have, and I had some little hot fries in a half a can of ginger ale, like a hospital sized can of ginger ale. And let me tell you, it was just enough food. Just enough food. I'm going to have me a small can of V8 in a minute as a snack. I'm trying to get into having vegetables as a snack. I'm getting more into that. So Between my lunch and my dinner meal, I might have me some yogurt and a V8 as a snack. I'm not eating no carbs with my dinner anymore. Like, I'm good. If I have any carbs with my dinner, it's like a tiny little small croissant roll. You know, like the kind you eat on Thanksgiving, them tiny rolls. I'll have something like that with my dinner because they're only like 100 calories. American food is all upsized. It's all really upsized, and that's why Americans' body size have doubled. So I'm eating like they did during the Gilded Age, cause I want the body of the Gilded Age people. I want the hair health of the Gilded Age people. I want the grinding energy that they had, where they could grind in peace and not push through burnout. I want that energy. Hi, everybody. Some of y'all may not know. I'm just rolling my hair, not like rolling it with the I got Gilded Age satin rollers, but that's not what I'm using. I'm literally just rolling the hair in a roll and pinning it with a bobby pin. I think society is getting vain and don't even realize the vanity, doing too much, with ourselves, even our hair and all, just doing way too much with our hairstyles, 8 hour hairstyles. That could be getting into vanity, especially when you don't have no super important event. I see if you wanted to go to somebody's wedding or some major show you're doing, maybe you can sit for 6 hours, but nah. People sitting for all that time just to go to the local bar, just to go on a date with somebody they didn't already dated 1,000 times. Like, no. Okay. I want to be just like the white women who go in these salons and they come out, no, they don't take no more than 2 hours in there. I want to be in that energy. Where it's like, I don't have to be in here any longer than that. I mean, here it's not that important where it's like, oh, I need to sit for 6 to 8 hours. And that's ridiculous. Spending $200 on here, sitting 6 to 8 hours on here just to get one little compliment out of these streets. No. Just for your narcissistic partner to not even really notice. No. 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 Just to think you're going to get a man better than the last one. No. Here ain't getting you a better man better than the last one. Men don't choose women just because of their hair. Hair health is wealth. It's not even about length, but hair health is wealth. The condition, the healthy look of your hair is wealth. So I would rather have short, healthy looking hair than long, raggedy hair. I don't understand how people are keeping long, raggedy hair, all because they're growing out of perm. No, people can tell. People can tell when you're growing out of perm. Y'all, I'm trying to get this here rolled. This one roll keep coming out. I'm gonna have to double pin it. Uh, So middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wednesday, I re-roll my hair up. I re-roll it because I find that Like keeping your hair in a style 4 to 5 days, like that's long enough. If you're only doing your hair for 2 hours, then 4 to 5 days, doing your hair every 4 to 5 days shouldn't be too much. If it don't, it's not. If it's not taking more than 2 hours to do your hair, then you could do your hair every 4 to 5 days. But I'm going back to the soft generation, soft time. Like even when I'm wearing t-shirts, it's like I'm only wearing that. I'm only going to wear that stuff when I'm working out. I don't even want to wear t-shirts no more, y'all. I don't want to wear no. I'm not really interested in clothes that's not elegant, unless I think clothes that's not elegant is um roughneck wilderness clothes. That's why I see it. That's the way I see it, and some people might be offended by that, but that's how I see it. It's like women say I want to be more feminine, but yet you got too many people seeing you in sporty clothes and just t-shirts and tank tops and jeans. It's like, nah. I mean, ain't nobody really believing you feminine in that. Like you'll have to act more feminine for anybody to believe you. Like I don't see pants a problem. What I see a problem with pants is the pants don't be looking elegant. The pants don't be looking feminine. Like I noticed that women assume because they tight and sexy that they feminine. There's a difference between feminine and class and tight and sexy. You can get a plenty of men to talk to you when you have class. Even a non-class man want to talk to a woman that look like she got class. I'm surprised that women are complaining about what they're attracting, what they're attracting, knowing knowing that that's how they're dressing. It's like, why? What did you expect? What did you expect to attract? Like, okay. I don't know, y'all. This is wild. I decided to separate two of my. I guess I gotta do it like that. So I only work 20 to 30 minutes. That's how long I work on anything. I try not to go above that. Why the heck is this running like this? Did this just run all up in here? Okay. I know some people like to use gel. My problem with using gel is I don't like how it seems like it starts to make, like when you use gel too much, it seems like your hair starts to get shorter and shorter and shorter. Like it's like kind of low key breaking off your hair, and you may think it's not, but it is. When you start to see random like hair fall, and you're wondering why you got hair fall. Even if you put cream in your hair first, it's almost like it's still the gel is still low key breaking out your hair. I always notice hair fall within a week after I use gel. So what I'm gonna do is I might get me a mousse and use the mousse as a finisher so that I could tame some of the frizz, but not get the hair fall. Okay, that's better. I just went ahead and did this one. I can't really watch the chat that much because I'm actually just rolling my hair up. But let me see how long I've been talking because I don't like to go that long. Okay, 30 minutes is actually went a little bit too long. I find that I find that talking for 20 minutes is enough, but 30 minutes is like a full lunch break. But my download that I got is to find your limit. Like find whatever limit you got for creation, even for like doing your hair, even for creating. Like and but I'm gonna have a whole article talking about how to discover your limit. It's different. Your limit is different than everybody else. But I found my limit today. Basically, how far I can actually go without biting the dust energetically. Oh, did that run under there? Okay, no. So I found out what's my limit. So I've been doing my hair about 30 minutes and I'm more than halfway through, so that's good. So I can actually take a 10-minute break, 10-15 minute break, and then finish rolling my hair up. I'm rolling my hair for moisture sealing so that when I take it out and I go to finger style it, it's actually pretty soft. But it was already feeling real soft before I even rolled it. But I'm just making sure. Okay. All right, I'll see y'all. I'm about to go on my hair break. I keep picking up this mirror. I don't have any more room on my table. I need to go ahead and put this in here as well. I'm gonna go 5 more minutes, y'all. So before you even think of trying to do, trying to achieve something, you need to know your limits before. You have to do some experimenting to find your limits, though. You would have to do it and keep record of the limit. And then once you find that limit, don't go beyond that. Otherwise, you're gonna start having a toxic relationship with what you're doing. I think people don't even care about their limit. They just like, I just want some money. I just wanna stay in the race as much as everybody else. I think once we start huffing and puffing in a situation, we didn't went past our limit. That's not confirmation of you reached your limit. You actually have gone past your limit. I want to stop before I start huffing and puffing. I'm gonna stop before then. Okay. I'm gonna stop. Take a break. Do something else I enjoy, and then finish rolling my hair. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.